Can you guys believe this is a sample from Google's new Music AI Sandbox? This is like a super secret project they're working on. I'm not sure how to actually access it. I got an email saying that I was approved, so I don't remember which website it is, but Google is working on this new music generator that is so good, you guys. It creates like the perfect sample material. So let's hop straight into it. This is perfect for producers. So I basically downloaded a bunch of these. The main thing when you guys get access is how to prompt it the right way. So I'm still learning how to like deliver lyrics to it. I haven't really tried the audio to audio. I've just only done text to audio for the most part. All right, but we're definitely gonna flip one of these samples here. Because these feel like actual released songs. We could dance for hours. So let's create like a Nas style beat. This is very chill. I feel like Nas could flow over something like this. Let's bring this into the playlist and let's find that downbeat. So it kind of starts on the downbeat before the sample. One, so we're gonna have to find the. So it's the purple. It's the purple flower. It's kind of tricky to find the one because like it's like a syncopated downbeat, so it's kind of tricky. So let me debate this. This is a tricky sample. I did not like realize the time bounce on it. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. Let's count it. 2, 3, 4, and 1. See how the downbeat is not like right on the kick? So that syncopated kick kind of throws everything off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and slice. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and slice. It's kind of hard to do this, y'all. Not gonna lie to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and slice. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and slice. 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and slice. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and slice. So this is a very difficult record to slice. Let's see if we can count the beginning. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. This is like 1, 2. So tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to kind of count backwards. This is so tricky, y'all. I promise y'all it's tricky. All right. So I know for sure this is leading into the downbeat. 1, 2, and 1. So let's try to count backwards from here. It's the purple 1, 2, so it's the purple 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and boom. All right, and then let's try to count back from here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the purple flower. So I'm gonna visually just look at this clip, put it next to this one, and see the length, and see if we could like eyeball it. So let's put it up. So I'm hitting Alt to move this around. Again, this is not a way to sample. I'm just doing this because it's very difficult to find that downbeat. All right, and then we're gonna slice right here. This should work in theory, from my estimation. Again, you guys will get the project files for free. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio. All right. So we need to make all these samples unique. So first thing, let's hit Shift Q to quantize all the audio to the grid. I learned that from Infinite. We're gonna go to the top left, go to Make Unique as a Sample. We're gonna do this per chop so that it creates its own file for each 2-bar section. That's important for when we add effects and manipulate the sample in any way. We want them to be separate samples. We don't want to edit the entire song because it could throw off timing and things. Okay, so if I did this right, this should be 2 bars. So let's double click this. Now here's a shortcut. So let's say you have like 7 things you want to time stretch. Let's go to Tools. In the newer FL, it's not under macros anymore. In the older versions of FL, you have to go to where it says macros and then go to where it says switch all audio clips. Switch all audio clip channels to stretch mode. And that will basically double click in all these and switch the mode to stretch mode and give it a time value. And what we have to do is correct the time value. So let's double click in here and let's right click and give this 1 bar. And let's go to, a Nas style BPM, which is like 90 something. All right, so we're gonna do this for each one. This one was only a 1-bar chop because we tried to microscopically chop that. This one is a 2-bar chop. And we're gonna do this per I'm leaving the metronome on, so it should line up to the metronome. So far, so good.
It's the purple flowers.
I might have to speed the sample up. It's a little stretched sounding. See how here it got a little offbeat. So what I like to do is just go to snap to grid 1/2 beat and just look at the transients.
It's the purple flowers.
Like here it got a little offset.
It's the purple flowers.
Let me show you guys an advanced technique. So let's go to the top left. Once you have it on time stretch mode, once you have time stretch activated, we're going to go to the top left here where it says audio clips. Switch this on. It says stretch audio clips, this little left right thing. Grab your slice tool and slice where the error is. So I can visually see the snare is off the grid. We're going to slice right at the snare. Grab your slip tool and hit Shift Alt. And you got to select just in between those two gaps. Kabe showed us this on YouTube. And hit Shift Alt. And then you could like basically time warp the chop. That's how you can correct some timing issues.
It's the purple flowers.
See how these kicks get really laxed? So instead of doing this that way, I think it's more prudent to actually just slice everything, grab the slip tool, hit Alt, pull it all back. And that way it lines up a little bit more evenly. And then only where it needs to be perfectly time stretched, like right here at the end here, we're going to move that back, and then the same with the last clip here. So I'm going to move a little bit quicker here. Shift Alt with the slip tool. You have to grab in between the slices to do a slice there. Now at the very end here, we have a unique situation. So we're going to click at the over here, going to make unique a sample. And let's do that again. Let's Control Z that thing, because never mind. Basically, we need to time stretch this. So we're just going to hit Alt and time stretch that manually. But the problem is we have this little crossfade, which I don't want. So I'm trying to avoid the crossfade issue here.
It's the purple flowers.
All right, so I didn't realize we had overlapping clips. So I'm just hitting Alt at the end to drag this out. It is a little tedious to do it this way, but in older music, there wasn't a perfect BPM match. They didn't have Pro Tools back then.
It's the purple flowers.
See how that lines up better? Now this is like off. It's just hard to chop when you don't know where that downbeat is. So we're gonna hit Alt, move these back. That's why drums are important. They give you the perception of time.
We could dance.
Only gotta make one edit here. This is right around here. And then at the end here, we're going to stretch that out.
We could dance for hours.
Again, the chops could be more microscopically detailed, but
we could dance for hours. Dance for hours.
This one's gonna let the crossfade exist.
We could dance for hours.
Like, because there's so much time drift, it just makes sense to loop the beginning instead of trying to microscopically edit all these little pieces. The lyrics are saying the same thing.
It's the purple flowers.
Okay, now we have that. Let's go to the channel rack. Double click everything, hit Control L, send this to the mixer. If you don't see everything, click here and go to all, because we were just under the audio tab. So this will allow us to group all these samples. Let's hit Control to highlight all those, right click, route to this track only. I usually do this only when I want to group stuff. We'll go to samples, and I just don't want the kick interfering with our kick, so let's add a high pass filter.
It's the purple flower.
If we want to vibe, we could just add a bandpass filter here. But I do like the high end of this record, so I'm not going to really mess with it unless we have to.
It's the purple.
Really, the kick is not that aggressive. We might be able to layer our kick on top.
It's the purple flower.
I think it's just a different time signature because this is 6 bars. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
It's the purple
1,
flower.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I think we're in just a different time signature. So I sliced this, not realizing that. So we ended up with a weird 6-bar section. All right, so now we need some hip hop drums. I like to do drums usually first and then wrap the bass and any instrumentation around that. So let's find some drums. Let's go to busyworksbeats.com. We have a new Blueprint XL. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/blueprint to find it. And it now includes our other drum kits. So let's load up this MYC kit. Let's load up some drum breaks from here. The snare sounds like it matches here. So let's open this up and slice. All we want to do is a slice. So we can have the drums separated. Now I can trigger these with my keyboard. So that snare matches the snare in this record.
It's the purple flower.
Okay. Almost the same tone. Okay. So I normally try to find my hi-hats first, and then I go to the kick and snare. So I need 2 hi-hats. I usually start with this, and then I treat that as the new metronome, and then I'll go back in that kick and snare. Gotta make sure the metronome is on initially, though.
It's the purple flower. We could.
All right, so the sample is a little...
It's the purple flower. We could.
Oh, I never finished the sample. That's probably why. Okay, that's probably why it doesn't make sense. So we have, let's see if this is the sample. Let's at least let it finish the motif.
Purple flower.
It's just that we could do for hours or something like this.
We could purple flower.
We could find the right slice. Okay, so this works in reverse.
Beauty queen. We could beauty queen with low self-esteem. We could.
Trying to find the ending. Where's the ending? Can't find it.
She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. She's a.
So these tend to lock into the grid a little bit.
We could dance for hours.
All right, let's see if our hi-hats.
We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem.
All right, now let's add the snare and kick.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem.
All right, so that was this is a very interesting track because I'm not calculating in my head the time signature. I'm just playing wherever the snare hits. Now, one thing is some of these samples feel sluggish, so I might pause the video because this is like monotony and it's minutia, and I don't want to eat up time just moving stuff left and right. But the way I fix timing issues is I'll change the grid to like a beat or a half beat, and we'll use either the slip tool or that technique where we slice and we time warp stuff around. Just got to figure out where it feels sluggish and why.
It's the purple flower.
So I think right here, there's like a little microscopic millisecond of a change, and I'm just gonna use my ears to line this up. Also, this kick feels like too delayed here, so let's move this. So I'm treating this almost like it's a sequence, a drum sequence of some sort, and I'm just moving this stuff around. See this kick and the snare off the grid, so we're just gonna slice the area where it's off, and I just hit Alt to move it back.
We could dance for hours. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self. Dance for hours.
Right now we're in that vibe. So I'm gonna look for ways to mix the sample to feel just like a sample.
Dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
Now, when an artist needs to get on the beat, they can't compete with another vocal, so that's why I'm adding a low pass filter, and then we can automate this so it comes in over time.
Dance for hours. Dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
I'm gonna speed this BPM up a little bit.
We could dance for hours.
Here's a little trick. So what I like to do to mess with the audio is go to Tools. Now this is probably best we compile the sample before we do that. Actually, that trick we'll save for later, never mind. But I'll show you guys that later, if we even use it. So firstly, I just made sure everything is in stretch mode. Now we're gonna up the BPM a little bit.
Dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours.
So I'm basically just trying to copy the timing of the sample here. There's no like magic. I'm just listening to the kick.
It's the purple flower.
right, so what's throwing off my ears that dun 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 dun. It's that first like downbeat kick. So these don't need to be perfectly aligned.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
Now it's just a matter of our kick lining up with their kick. We don't need to be too granular. In Logic, I like it a little bit better. We can nudge stuff to the left and right, but in FL, we have to have at least some room to the left to move stuff to the left. So we're just gonna move these by ear.
It's the purple flower.
I think we need a different kick. So let's take this timing and let's choose a different kick. So let's go to busyworksbeats.com and look for busyworksbeats.com/blueprint to find the Blueprint XL. Let's find the NYC kit. I need a kick that matches their tonality a little bit.
It's the
Something like
purple
this.
flower.
And we're going to copy and paste it, Control X, Control V. Go to your kick, hit Alt K, change it to C, and then make sure it's at C5 with no scale. Basically, it's going to reset all the notes to middle C, which is how you trigger your sampled. So this kick should be a little more natural to the sample.
We could dance for hours.
I'm tuning down the snare just a little bit.
She's a beauty queen.
Still feel like the beat could be faster.
Self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
Let's see what happens if we cut out the lows on the sample.
It's the
Kind of loses the life, so debating how we're going to treat the lows here.
We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen.
I don't think it's that big of a time difference. All right, now another plugin we could try out is Standard Clip for a little bit more knock.
Purple flower.
Now on this kick, I also want a little more high end, so it matches the tone.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours.
And I can hear. So let's try to chisel in the time differences between the kicks. Figure it doesn't need to be delayed.
Beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
It's also brighten up.
We could dance for hours.
Let's quantize these hi-hats.
She's a beauty queen.
There we go. I think it was the hi-hats throwing off the time. So now everything feels more in line. There we go. So the timing is everything.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen.
Trying to match the tones of the kicks there.
Self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
All right, now let's add a reverb in here.
We could dance for hours.
All right, so let's say we have the vibe for the sample. What we can do, I'm debating if I want to print the filter in. I guess so.
Purple
All All right, so let's highlight all the samples. Let's highlight this, hit shift up. So they're all on one track here. We're gonna right click, consolidate from track start, or you could just hit Control G. The issue is when you do Control G, whatever your export settings were before are gonna be the same settings. So if you have master effects turned on, insert effects turned on or off, that will just automatically be done. So let's consolidate from track start. This will give us the ability to turn stuff on and off. And we want the filter on, so let's leave that on. And that's about it. All right, now we have the audio. What I'm going to do is double click in here, right click. Now this is a very, very long sample, so it probably won't work the way I need it to work. So because let's chop this into sections here. So let's chop this into 12 bars here and 12 bars here. I think I did that math right. All right, so let's make these unique as a sample so that these are split into 3 different files. Now let's double click, right click, and open in Fruity Slicer. This is a Wonder Girl technique. We're gonna go to the slice tool, slice it by the beat, turn up your attack time, go to your cog settings, go to the wrench tool and crank up your volume so it doesn't sound low. Hit Control L, and then also we need to figure out where it chopped it up automatically in the channel rack, because sometimes it will overlap your existing MIDI. So we just need to figure out where that is. So on pattern 4. Let's drag pattern 4 into the arrangement here, and then we can mute the audio. So now it's chopped up in Slicer instead of the original audio. So now it gives this like Dilla type truncation to it.
It's the purple flower.
So it gives us a little more groove.
We could dance for hours.
All right, so it's sliced. That's why I said you got to make sure we move the patterns because it will overlap existing stuff.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem.
Now we've got to match the volumes here. So I'll show you guys a faster way to do this. What we can do is go to each Fruity Slicer. Just hit right click, hit C, right click, hit V to copy and paste any values on the volume knobs. And we can do the same thing with the, no, we can't do the attack time, but we can do this level adjustment here at the back wrench tool. So all I'm doing is just making sure the volumes are the same so that one section is not louder than the next.
It's the purple flower.
Let's run this through some reverb. So now we have a new sample group.
We could dance for hours.
I think I printed the, wait, this feels like the kick is in here too.
It's the purple flower.
I just don't remember their kick being that strong. Let me reference this, hold on. I guess it was, I just didn't notice.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours.
Okay, our kick doesn't come in till over here.
She's a beauty queen.
Send this to the reverb.
With low self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
So I'm just going for an environment, not a long tail reverb.
We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen. Self-esteem.
What I'm doing here for the idea is I'm basically setting up a dynamic EQ to focus on the low mids or low sub frequencies that build up the kick. So every time that sample kick comes in, it turns itself down. You could also do multi-band compression, but either one.
It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers.
It's so weird producing at this BPM and this time signature. It feels normal, like a 91 BPM type beat, but we're at 108 BPM. So let's see how far we can push this. Now, once you put stuff in the Fruity Slicer, it's bound to whatever time information you had on it before. So if I change the BPM higher, it will sound like the chops are smaller. It won't time stretch to the new BPM.
It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours.
So personally, my ear likes the 117 BPM.
It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers.
All right, now let's see what kind of bass we can add in here.
We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers.
Forgot to mention, when you generate in the Google's new Music AI sandbox, you can actually limit it to a specific key. So I told the key to be E flat minor, and this helps us go into the production knowing exactly what key we're going to be in. So it saves a lot of time. So I forgot I did that. That's another benefit for Music AI sandbox.
It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours.
Let's try to, the bass line is just as weird as the kick pattern. So we got to just do this by ear. So super weird timing on this track.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem.
I think to clear more room, I like this EQ here. So let me think here how we're going to do this. I guess they're already routed. But the thing here, let me see here. We're going to route whatever the first part is to a different. Actually, let's just remove this from the group and put it into its own output. There we go.
It's the purple flower.
I'm also going to try another reverb technique. We're going to use True Verb. This is a Jason Joshua technique.
We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem.
And we just need a specific room, so let's try different.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem.
Let's increase the tail, the long tail reverb.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours.
All right, now let's add some more instruments in here.
She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. It's the purple flower.
All right, so we only have 2 omnispheres open and it's causing crackling. Now I am at a low buffer length, which is 88, but normally I can get away with like 6 of these without it tripping. So I don't know why it's doing that.
It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. Beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen. Beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the queen with low self-esteem.
So I'm going to add a couple more. We're going to move a little bit quicker here. So Omnisphere also comes with Omnisphere effects. And we could, I guess, save time by grouping the Omnisphere melody. So notice I'm just not sampling. I'm adding stuff over top of the track. Let's highlight all these. Right click, route to this track only, and load up the FX Omnisphere. This has the effects. So I want to load up a shimmer reverb called Solar Shimmer, and the other effect I wanted was, I'm going blank for some reason, was, let me think, shimmer reverb and something else. Let me find it as I...
Beauty queen with low self-esteem.
I don't know why I thought I wanted more sounds on here. Oh, I know what I wanted. So, okay. So I'm going to load up Kilohertz pitch shifter and take it off correlation mode and mess with this jitter to get more of a Griselda sound.
Beauty queen with low self-esteem.
So I'm blending different reverbs to get different environments out of it.
Beauty queen with low self-esteem.
It's hard to hear this over speakers.
Beauty queen with low self-esteem.
They're creating like this atmosphere. Let me see if I can solo this sound. Pretty cool sound. So it creates a call and response with that halftime. right, now let's try to, pull together the mix a little bit. It's very loud, so I have my monitor super low. So let's see how to address the mix bus here.
Beauty queen with low self-esteem. Could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. Dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower.
What I'm gonna what I'm gonna do is render the omnisphere so that we can hear stuff in real time. Actually, it might be the limiter. Never mind.
Beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the
Let's add the mastering back.
She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flowers. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple flower. We could dance for hours. She's a beauty queen with low self-esteem. It's the purple
That track came out pretty dope. It's very introspective, and it's great for a rapper like Nas. So shout out to you guys. If you want these project files, go to busyworksbeats.com/FL Studio to get these project files for free. To learn how to make beats like the pros, go to busyworksbeats.com/premium. Peace out, guys.